Hey guys, we just want to talk a little defense today with you, and just some very basic things about our base 3-4 defense. Again, we're a base 3-4 defense. We've ran other defenses in 2019 in which we had a 3-3 stack. We had a four-man front. We had a five-man front. Some bigger people in there as well. So we ran a lot of different defenses, but that's not going to be the case in 2020. In 2020, we're going to be a very simple and basic defense, and it's because of who we're playing, what our schedule looks like, and the players that are returning. Feel very confident in the players that we have coming back, and what you guys did in 2019, and what you guys have done in the weight room so far. And so we're going to play a very basic 3-4 defense in which there are no gimmicks, in which we kind of have the mentality of, hey, I'm sitting right here. I'm going to be sitting here all day long. I'm going to be doing the same thing over and over and over again, and make the opponent move you, make the opponent change your gaps, make the opponent make you wrong. But I think we have very, very good players, and so we're just going to line up the same way and say, here we are, do something about it. We want to basically today review strength calls and gap responsibilities. So first thing, when we understand strength calls, just understand that tight end is the number one factor. Okay, so in this set, this is Mount Baker's basic formation that they're in. It's a 21 set, meaning there's two eligible receivers to one side of the offensive formation and just one eligible receiver on the other side. With this second eligible receiver, it's the tight end. And so we have to call strength as a defense a strong left because the offense has the tight end on their right. And so they have four immediate gaps to the right of the center because they have a tight end on that side. So we need to have four defenders immediately on that side. And they only have three on the weak side, so we only have three defenders over there. So how our defense works is, again, we have three down linemen. Okay, we call them a tackle, a nose, and an end. And based on what strength call it is, they're going to be in the B, A, and C gaps. We have two inside linebackers, and they are also A and B gap players as well, based on what side of the strength that they are on. Our two outside linebackers are contained players and are always lined up outside the last lineman or even tight end, and they set the edge of our defense. So just to clarify what they are, our two outside linebackers, the S is the strong side outside linebacker, and we call him the Sam. The W is the weak side outside linebacker. We call him the Will. The Mike is the middle inside linebacker. He's on the strong side. And the Buck is the backside inside linebacker. So Sam and Will, Mike and Buck are our four linebackers. Other things that are really important you understand in our 2020 schedule. Again, we're a 1A school. We only have 4 league games. And the number one team gets a district bye and a high seed into the state tournament. And that is very important for us to understand because Blaine High School can now host state games based on the facility that we have. We're the only school in the county that has that right on campus. So what players can do is players can continue to lift, exercise body lifts if you don't have anything, but you can run, sprints. You can always run sprints. You got to do your schoolwork now that we're rolling with that. And you got to clean up after yourself. You got to be a good kid. You got to help around the house. You got to do everything you can to help out with everything that's going on in your household. Okay, you got to be a good person. You got to be a good kid. The next video that we're going to do talks about alignment. And so we'll have more things when it comes to strength calls, formations, and everything else in between. And then after that, we'll get into very specific defensive position groups. Talk about what are the keys and reads for each defensive position in our entire defense.